Hi, everybody. This is Caroline Sotheby, and welcome to Up, Down, and Around Town. All right, we have a new superintendent of recreation, leisure, culture, and so you'll see with me right now is Cheryl Riley. But a lot of people know you by your maiden name, right?
Yes, ma'am. I am a Jager, born and raised. Born and raised Lou Jager's daughter. So.
Okay. Many times people leave, come back, which you have done.
Mm-hmm.
But what have you done in the process, like after Roosevelt going to, you went to Madonna too, right?
Yep.
And what transpired from there to now?
So, well, I'm actually a GR grad. I went to Richard.
Oh, you did?
Yep. I was a Catholic schoolgirl, so I started at Wyandotte Catholic and went to Richard. And then I went off to Madonna. I actually played a couple years of basketball at Madonna as well. Graduated with a sports management degree, and I actually started in the YMCA. So I was actually part-time at the Livonia Y for many years. Just your typical Y starter. I started with day camps, and then I went and worked in the sports department. I did like roughing basketball, teaching the youth programs, things like that. And then I moved into the fitness area. I was that wellness staff person, where I cleaned the machines and all of that, greeted the people. So, I did that while I was at Madonna, and then after I graduated, since I was still living at home, I ended up transferring to the Downriver Y. So I was there working in the wellness center, did a little personal training as well, was working in their sports department. I ended up becoming the sports coordinator there. So I was overseeing all of the youth programs, the sports programs. Then I moved back out to Livonia for another part-time position. It was like a full-time, part-time position as their sports coordinator, overseeing their sports programs. Then I finally got my full-time job. I actually moved out to Maryland, where I got a full-time sports director position with their YMCA out in Frederick, Maryland, just outside of Baltimore.
Oh, yeah.
So I was there for about 2 years. Got homesick, so I ended up moving back home. Got a little homesick, so I moved back home. But I was in the process of interviewing for the position over at Ladywood High School, and I was their athletic director for about a year and a half. At Ladywood, and then I got my position at Madonna, where I was the assistant athletic director for the past 5 years. So I've been at Madonna for the past 5 years. So it was nice to have this opportunity where I said coming back home and being a mile from home now instead of the 35 to 40-minute commute, depending on Southfield Freeway. So I don't have to deal with that nonsense anymore. So it's been a great transition to come back here and get back into the city where, can't leave, so.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
But coming here now, you're hitting 3 different departments, and there are things that have been sort of up in the air because of COVID situations, right? So you're in the process of seeing what's around, what can come back, what's not. So what's your planning stage right now?
So we're getting our programs back up and running. I know we've had a lot of our youth programs that have been stopped because of COVID. So starting in January, we're getting our youth basketball going back up again.
Okay.
So that'll be from between 3rd and 6th grade. So we'll have a 3rd and 4th grade level and a 5th and 6th grade level basketball program. So that'll get going back up in January, which is good because I said they haven't had that in the past couple years. So definitely want to get those kids back and get them active again and get them off the video games. So we want to get them back and moving again. So we're pretty excited about that. But we're looking obviously for when spring summer goes around to get some more sports involved, like the volleyball, soccer. We want to get those feeder programs back for the schools. So that's my objective and my goal is, to build those youth programs. Obviously, we want to get those kids active, but we also want to help and support the schools and build those feeder programs back up and make sure that they're ready to go once they get into the middle school and high school level. So as I said, we're starting with basketball in January and hope to build on that. Like I said, obviously we have our Braves and Indian programs too that the rec department supports. and the Warriors, the hockey. But we want to get those other sports back up and going as well. So
Right. And most of the games will be at what we call Lincoln Junior High or schools?
Yep. So the practices will be at the schools. So when they register, obviously we let them know what school they're attending. So then the teams will be based off of those schools. And then games on Saturdays will be at the Joe Brighton Center, the Lincoln Gym. So I said we're going to run both boys and girls basketball at the same time because obviously they were separated in the past. I think the boys were in the fall area and the girls were in the winter. But since we're kind of late to the game, I'm just doing them at the same time. So hopefully, I said we can get that up and running and get those kids going.
Well, it won't be too bad. There might be some kids from one family that will give a chance to at least play basketball at the same time instead of one and one.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. We'll probably plan it to kind of like maybe like girls in the morning and then the boys are in the afternoon to space them out. But everyone will be at the same place. So when we're hopefully to get some help from the high school players as well to help ref and ref them up a little bit on the court. So it's a learning experience. So we want to get that support from them as well.
So if somebody wants to be a ref, they have to
reach out
get
to me.
in touch with you.
They reach out to me, and like I said, it's basic stuff. We don't want to, especially with parents, heckling like crazy. We want to just make sure that these kids don't hurt themselves, and they're out there just having fun doing what they love to do. So.
I know what you're talking about because I had 8 kids, and they were active in sports, and we were with the Booster Club and all this stuff. And how come my kid isn't playing? He came from practice, but
right? Oh yeah, I know. My dad was always on me. You gotta keep working hard out there. You gotta get that playing time. You practice like you play. It's always what my dad preached to me. Practice like you play. So.
Yes. But that was good advice many years ago.
Advice.
If he wasn't on your back, you wouldn't be here probably.
Exactly. No, exactly. I wouldn't have had that opportunity at Madonna to have that basketball scholarship for sure. So.
Okay, but you're thinking in the future, but right now, Yak Arena's open. You got ice. What's going on there now?
We got a lot of things going on right now. We have, open skating hours. Anybody can come in. Obviously, we, just skate around the ice, just get a little, stress reliever, whatnot. We do have an hour of just adult only. That's from 11 to 12, and then after that is anybody. So we have the open skating. We actually are starting sticks and pucks back up again. Okay. So that will be on a couple days a week. All of this is on our website and also on Facebook. Yep, there's flyers right here. We can cheat right here. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, that's what I thought. So there's so much going on. So Sticks and Pucks Tuesdays and Thursdays. Like I said, it basically explains itself. Sticks and Pucks. Bring your helmet. Just kind of basically it's an open skate boat for hockey. A hockey standpoint. We do have a drop-in hockey as well. That we're going to be running. We're actually adding in a couple on a Friday afternoon. So they said just pick up hockey games. Just they said going out on the ice and just stress relieving, So so we have those going, but we also have lots of practices and activities. Our Wyandotte Warriors are out there practicing right now. But we also have the high school practicing. And then we actually have, I said, Gabriel Richard's also practicing, and they participate with games as well. So there's a lot going on the ice. Yeah. We keep it pretty busy. So with a lot of games, we've had a couple tournaments that we've also already run at the beginning of the year. So some travel organizations have come in, but and then we also have Learn to Skate. So our Learn to Skate, our session 2 is currently going on, and our Learn to Skate 3. Will begin in January, the first week of January, or right after the holidays. So you can have starting from 3 to 5, the snowplow Sams, just the basic, and then we'll have the basics 1 through 6 Learn to Skate. But we also have an adult Learn to Skate program as well, and those will run on Saturday mornings.
Okay. Now, at one time, you used to have a very active group with adults as well as kids. Are you going to plan on any end of the season figure skating shows at all?
We do have, yeah, we will have a show coming up. That will be on December 16th, I think is that Saturday. We will have a holiday show for the
Really?
figure skaters. Yep, which is like I can't remember off the top of my head the time. It is on our website, and we'll
Okay.
make sure to get a social media post out. But yep, we will have the figure skating will have their show at the end of the year on this. Like I said, I believe it's on the 16th.
Of December?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Yeah. Well, that's early then, because they used to have it like in springtime. Or
That
is
will
that going to be
be-
another one?
I'll have to get back to you on that one.
I'm sorry.
You threw me on that one.
I'm sorry. Yeah, but that's interesting because for kids that were already practicing, this is their showtime.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to double check on that one. There's so much going on in that ice arena.
Well, I know. And as a matter of fact, the parking lot's full
Always
an awful
busy.
lot.
Always busy.
And I did bring this in because I got this from yours. The food distribution, the first one in December is the 9th.
Yep, that'll be our last one for the year. This is that Friday. Is it that Friday? Or no, we'll have two in December. I lied.
Yeah.
So yep, Gleaners will be here on December 9th. So they just line up in the parking lot and they take down their information and we'll give them some food. So it gets pretty busy. So we'll definitely plan to arrive a little early. I said the distribution starts at 9, but they start packing the parking lot like 7:30ish.
Wow.
So they're already lined up when I get here by 8. So.
Well, that's why if you notice some of the publications that do not come early,
Yeah.
because the people are
do.
trying to get organized and all this mess.
Yeah, they still come early. So we try not to. So please don't arrive early, but there's always a line when I'm here by 8 o'clock. So plan accordingly to that.
But
for
they
sure.
usually have a nice group.
Oh, yeah.
I've been there like last year with the camera.
Yeah, they do a
and
great job.
Yeah,
For sure.
it's a lot of work.
There's
And
a lot.
if it's cold out there, they weather the storm, so
They
to
do.
speak, right?
They sure do.
Well, okay, so you got practically all that stuff. How are you in charge of the leisure and culture? That's my question. I mean, we did all the recreation, basically.
Yeah, right. Well, the additional part to my role is overseeing the Copeland Center.
Okay.
Also, so we make sure that we keep active our seniors as well. So we have a lot of events for them. We actually have a Christmas party coming up next for the 16th. I think it's 15th or 16th that Friday. The 16th, which is that Friday. So we're doing a little cookie exchange Christmas party for them. So we can bring some cookies and do a little, I said, cookie crawl, and so we take care of them as well. So overseeing the senior center and some activities, and we want to get them more active as well. So we have some ideas coming up that we'd like to get them
That's
more
great.
active and involved. So yeah, we're excited about that. But I said the Christmas party we're stoked with, and we got a lot of decorations and some holiday treats and things like that. So we're excited to bring that. So if they're interested, I said we definitely give us a call and we'll give them the information. As well as on top of the seniors, I also oversee our museums. So Jesse, our director of the museums, is fantastic. So I oversee him. He pretty much runs the show and runs the department, and he does a great job doing it. So I oversee that area. So I actually went to the cemetery walk.
Oh, really?
Yep, that was in my first couple weeks on the job. So I was like, definitely count me in on that. So I just went to the cemetery portion, but it was awesome. It was really cool. It was different. So it was fun to see, and they have some events coming up. They're doing their Friday shows at the museum too as well. So, but I said they do a great job over there. And then lastly, I oversee our special events coordinator as well. So again, Heather does a fantastic job with all of our events in Wyandotte. So not me, have to keep bugging her or anything and overseeing her too much, because I said she does a great job. But with the street fair and then the parade and the tree lighting and all those events, she does a great job of running. So that's my role in a nutshell, pretty much. Yeah. So.
Okay. All right. So all this faced you when you first came here. Now that you're sort of relaxing, or are you relaxing yet?
No, because I have a 4-month-old at home too, so there's no relaxing for me. You know, it was nice when I came in because, like I said, there's not a lot going. I wouldn't say there's not a lot going on in the winter, but it's a little more of a down period. Because I actually also oversee the golf course as well. So once the golf course shut down, it was kind of a little bit of a breather. So so it was nice to kind of come in and I can kind of get my feet wet and kind of learn the ropes and learn a lot of different things. And you know, we're going to make some changes for next summer with, you know, some guidelines and policies and things like that. So it's kind of nice to come in when I did, things like that. So kind of make it my own in a way. So, I mean, I know Justin did a great job, and, you know, I don't definitely want to, you know, keep his legacy going and things like that. But, you know, making my own and making my own department. And, you know, I said we want to get those programs up and running again. And I know it was tough for him during that COVID period, but now that's kind of passed, and we want to make sure we get those kids back up and moving again. So, so yeah, there's no relaxing for me, definitely not at all. So it's learning, and it's you know, getting things back up and running how they were and pre-COVID. So
pre-COVID. How does your husband feel about this? He's like, wow, you know, you're in a position with a lot of responsibility.
Oh, he's just as busy as I am. So
really,
yeah. So he actually works out in Wixom. So he runs a store off Firestone out in Wixom. So he's a busy man as well. So he was actually happy just for the fact that, you know, one of us was home, especially since I said we have a newborn at home, and that was definitely a big thing for me. So not both of us now don't have to commute to work on a regular basis. So, you know, if something happens, I can be home right away. So, even though Grandma and Grandpa do such a great job with taking care of the little man, you know, you always want to be there just in case something happens. But no, he's very supportive in it, and, you know, he's always a great ear to listen. You know, have an extra person to talk to about it, because he's a sales and business guy, so it's always good to bounce
exchange ideas.
Oh, for sure. Yep, for sure. So he's trying to pry in and get some, you know, tire sales and things going with the smart bus and all of our transportation stuff. I'm like, you know, that's out of my realm. So,
well, in a way, you sort of are with the bus, because you have.
Yeah, we have the smart bus. Yeah, we have the smart bus, but they do all of their, you know, fixing up on their own.
Do they?
So, yeah, we don't mess. We just fill their tanks, you know. So no, they manage their own buses. So, but we do have the smart bus that picks up the seniors and takes them places wherever they need to go. It's funny because my dad is one of the bus drivers, so technically I'm my dad's boss, which is fun to talk about every day. So he worked today, so he pops into the office to say hi, and I'm like making sure he's doing his job. So, you know, but yeah, no, it's a great thing that we have for the seniors. I said, especially if they can't drive. So
yeah, and a lot of them are in the apartments.
Yeah.
So it's easier for them to be picked up and brought back and everything else.
Absolutely. We're gonna expand that as well. The smart bus, we're gonna expand it to go to a different few cities, and we're gonna get them to have a day where they can go to the mall if they want to go shopping out there. So that'll be coming very soon as well. So kind of broadening that back up, because I know we cut some of those the timing down for during COVID. So we're going to open that up to make sure that they can get where they need to go, whether it's the beauty salon, the doctor's office, you know, a grocery store. Like I said, if they want to go to the mall, we'll make sure we take care of them. So.
Well, right now you do have some of the traveling, don't you?
Yep.
You have to get in touch with what telephone number?
Well, you can call the Copeland Center's number. Lita is our transportation coordinator, so she's over there at the Copeland Center. So she'll be the one to reach out to and get it scheduled. You got to do it in 24 hours in advance. So.
Okay.
And
for some people, I know, are still going on Mondays and playing euchre, right?
Yep. Mondays is a euchre day, right at noon. So you can go over there. We have Mondays our euchre. I know Wednesdays we have bingo. Thursdays is bridge.
Okay.
So there's a lot going on. You know, I said there's still events going on. We're gonna try to pick it back up. We're gonna hopefully get shuffleboard going on over there and
Yeah, it'll be good.
get some more activities going on for them over there. So
Yeah, like I said, COVID put a damper on a lot of things.
It did. So yep. So we're hoping that you know we can get everybody back out and active again. And I said, we got to start somewhere. So you know, start slow and build it back up. So.
Well, you are, and that's one good thing about it. So if you ever want to come back on and say, hey, we're starting this up, take the time.
Absolutely.
And say hi to us and hi to them.
Absolutely, anytime.
Okay.
Anytime, and if you guys want to come in, you know, I'm right there at the Yak, so if you have any ideas, come my way, or, you know,
Okay.
I'm there. Door's always open. Sometimes it's closed because it gets cold in that Yak, so just knock on the door.
That's the reason I couldn't get you. I never knocked on the door. The door was closed. But yeah, those were the cold days.
Yeah. So it gets a little chilly in there. So it may be propped shut, but you know, I'm in there. If my door's open, then I'm normally there. But you know, I'm in meetings every now and then. So.
Okay.
So, but yeah, if it's open, I'm usually there. I'm in the office with the girls. So.
Okay. Thanks for coming. I don't know how much more time we have left, but this gives you a chance to go see your little one at home, right?
Absolutely. After catechism, I gotta go teach some kindergartners. So me and my mom take care of those little kindergartners first, and then I will be going to see that little guy. So.
Okay. Hey, thanks for coming, and do me a favor. Like I said, have a nice holiday. Let us know about the parties for the ice skating.
Yes, absolutely.
And they must have enough people that they're planning a show. That's great to know.
Well, we'll definitely get that out on social media and get that on the website, and we'll get all that information out for everybody. So.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you. Have a great holiday yourself.
You too. Okay. I hope you enjoyed it. We had our superintendent up here, and we'll see you next time on Up, Down, and Around Town. Bye-bye now.